Hey everyone, it is Wednesday and this is kind of afternoon. With me is the MC of OETC, Dave McCreary. And Dave, you're the co-host of Ohio's Lottery Cash Explosion.
Yeah.
I have to learn more about that. And also the Comedy and Magic with David. That's our show.
Well, no, that's just what I do. Comedy
Okay.
and Magic for corporate events and private parties. There's something I didn't tell you that as far as the magic, like on YouTube, if you go to David McCreary's Exposed, it's me interviewing a bunch of my magic friends, just a little web series on there, 20 episodes or so, just short little clips. It's fun.
Awesome. I'll definitely check that out. Tell us about your role, what you kind of do here at a conference like this that's a tech-heavy conference.
Well, they brought me in because we've got speakers here that it seems like every year it's just been, hey, this is our speaker. The speaker gets up there and does their thing and leaves. And they like, let's liven it up a little bit. Not that the speakers aren't lively; they've been great speakers so far. But I get up there and I welcome people, and then I usually do a trick magic of some sort and get people laughing, get them scratching their head. This morning at 9, it was good to wake them up early in the morning with something. So it's a lot of fun. Just adding some humor and some fun into the keynote speakers and the featured speakers.
Great. Well, I gave you my last $1, so
yes. Try something.
Yeah.
All right. So this is Andrew's dollar bill. I asked him
my
before.
savings.
Yeah. I asked him before we started if I could use one of his dollars, because if I don't use one of your dollars, you'll convince yourself it's not a real dollar after what I do. Going back to elementary school, one of the first tricks you ever learn to do is where you take a dollar bill, fold it in half, fold it in fourths, and then when you unfold it, it's upside down. Not that impressive. It impressed people in elementary school, but here's what we didn't know.
I used that one too.
Here's what we didn't know. If you go a little further, so you fold it in half, fold it in fourths, and then keep going. Fold it into eighths, and then fold it one more time into 16ths, a little small packet like this. When you unfold it, if you do it right, it looks like that.
Oh my gosh.
They call that's I've never seen it done before. It's awesome watching me on the screen. They call that a federal offense. That's what that's called. So we're gonna try and get that.
So the bank won't give me $4 for my savings.
No, you're out of luck. Actually, they'd probably take you to prison. Okay. Small little packet, and yeah. So that's it. Going back to where it's supposed to be.
Wow, incredible.
Yeah. So
I watched it both on the screen and here, and
yeah.
I couldn't.
So there you go.
That's an amazing trick. Tell me about maybe when you started learning magic.
Man, I started a long time ago. I was 20 years old, so 23 years ago. Walked into a magic shop while I was on vacation in Myrtle Beach. Excuse me. And saw a guy doing some stuff. Thought I want to be able to do that. And so I bought a book. Came back to Columbus, Ohio, where I live, and found out there was a magic shop here in town, and started going. It's one hobby that stuck, and now it's helping to pay the bills. That's
amazing. This is an educational conference. Does magic have educational value?
I think so. I've spoken at schools before about everything from making the right choices to just how to get through life, especially with laughter. I think is real important. There's a lot of stuff that maybe you haven't got a classroom that teaches, or a class that teaches this kind of stuff, but it's how to get. I'm shaking. Sorry, I shook everything. That was my fault. But just I keep telling my son, for example, when we talk about laughing, to laugh at yourself. He fell off his bike. He was in middle school. This was a couple years ago, I think 7th grade. Fell off his bike, landed on his butt. Hurt pretty bad. Problem was, it was right in front of the school bus with all his buddies on. I picked him up from school, so we get there before the bus. Yeah. So he comes in the house and he's hot. I didn't see it happen, but he's mad. I'm like, what's wrong? And he's like, well, I just fell off my bike. I'm like, well, are you okay? He's like, yeah. I said, then what's wrong? He said, I was in front of the entire school bus. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And he's mad that I'm laughing at him, but I had to remind him that we saw somebody fall off a bike just a couple months before that, and we laughed out loud. We were in my car. We saw the guy was okay, but it was still funny. The guy fell off his bike. So I'm like, are you upset? Are you concerned that people are going to laugh at you tomorrow? And he said, yeah, they're going to laugh at me. I said, well, then laugh back. Make a joke out of it. And so he gets to school the next day, and one of his buddies was on the bus, made a crack about, hey, you ride your bike much? And Sebastian says, yeah, I fell right on my butt. Now it hurts every time I fart. Middle school humor, but the buddy that was teasing him started laughing. They both laughed about it. Nobody mentioned it again.
That's
just laugh at yourself,
that's the way
have
to
fun.
go,
None of us
yeah.
are perfect. Why not have fun with it? So that's the kind of stuff I've taught at schools, and I use magic when I do stuff to teach that kind of thing.
Well, that's a powerful lesson, and I think one of the reasons it's powerful, it gets kids thinking outside of themselves.
Right.
I think it's a developmental process in a lot of ways, but I think all education is about bringing yourself outside of you to view others, and I think maybe that's where I'm thinking with magic and what you do, and you've seen, I don't know if you saw some of the displays here on the vendor floor, but some of these kids out here doing robotics. And this maker movement has such educational value because it's a creation piece.
Right.
And magic is kind of like
that.
I mean, it's a creation piece. It's a way, and again, it's a thinking. You're not thinking of you when you do a magic trick. You're thinking of your audience.
Right.
How are they
experience.
perceiving things? Yeah. So, do you see some kind of correlation with magic maker movements?
Yeah, magic is a very creative thing, so you can learn secret moves. And as far as secret moves or sleight of hand, I may know a dozen, 15, maybe more, but that many I use on a regular basis. If you can take those different components, those different moves, and combine them in a different way, you can come up with a completely new trick. So you're constantly creating, as far as maybe even doing somebody else's trick if you've gotten permission to do it, but creating your own routine. Now, obviously, I'm not making robots, which is super cool, and I wish I knew how to do that, but I am creating something that is mine. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Again, I think that taps into a talent.
Oh, yeah.
It taps into
I'm
creativity.
super talented.
it taps into creativity, and it taps into expanding beyond your horizon.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's really cool stuff. It's really great talking with you.
Thanks
and I want to throw out the Speed Geek question time. So you get 3 of them. So hit the button, and if my iPad disappears, no. Oh, this one might be a little tougher for you.
Favorite education blog. Oh.
And maybe you could throw in, say, a magic blog. Is there a blog that's
there
out there?
is.
So that's education.
Yeah, and I'm going to nerd it up. There is something called Wizard Product Review. Man, it even sounds nerdy saying that out loud. Wizard Product Review. It's World Magic Shop, which is worldmagicshop.com is a magic store in England. Every Wednesday, they do a review of 3 or 4 magic tricks that have just been released, so that you're not buying something that looks really good on the internet. You're like, oh, that looks brilliant. I want to be able to do that. And they review them, and I watch it every Wednesday, and it's a lot of fun.
Wow.
It can be educational.
Just say that again.
Wizard Product Review.
Product Review.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Let's give it another spin.
All right. This is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I like this.
Yeah, it's called the Decide Now app.
Yeah.
All right. Star Wars or Star Trek?
Man, up until J.J. Abrams took over Star Trek, it would have been Star Wars. But now J.J.'s also doing Star Trek. Until he took over Star Trek, I was a Star Wars guy. But then he took over Star Trek, and it was really good. Yeah. So I like both of them, and now he's taking over Star Wars. I'd probably have to go with Star Wars because there's only one Star Trek that I like, or the 2 that J.J. Abrams did, the newer ones. And I grew up on Star Wars. I definitely have to go with Star Wars on that.
Yeah. Well, the new Star Treks are high octane. They're a whole different.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're good, and I really like the new ones.
All right, one more.
One more. Here we go.
Yeah, this will be the deciding one here. And all right, first storage device, floppy disk, cassette.
Yeah, it's probably cassette. I can remember.
All right,
I can remember making.
We're of the same generation.
Making real.
Some people don't even believe me. You're like,
yeah,
and then you'd walk away for a half hour and come back, and it would just do like a 5-step program.
Yeah. Or you're recording music off the radio, and you got the DJ talking at the beginning of the song, and then he starts talking before the song's completely over. Yeah. Yes. But man, I'd go back to that time in a heartbeat. I could take my family, wife, and kid with me.
Yeah, there you go.
The 80s.
Fun stuff. Well, great meeting you, and we'll see you around the conference. You'll be doing all our rest of our keynotes.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to be. What time is it? It's 3:03. Yeah. I got to be on stage in 12 minutes.
All right,
it's perfect timing.
Good. Thank you for stopping by.
Thanks.
Thanks again, David. Great to meet you.
Hey, nice meeting you. Thanks so much.